19-year-old Paul Mesoma Obielue from Obunike, who was rescued in the Nnewi building collapse that killed 3 others, has given accounts of his experience, thanking God for sparing his life. When ABS visited the family of the deceased at the Etiti village, Nemo, sympathizers were seen visiting and discussing the unfortunate incident in low tones. Joseph Ebocha filed in this report.
Speaking to the ABS when he visited the Aniefuna family, Master Obielue, who said he was still an apprentice under the late Mr. Chizoba Aniefuna, explained that they were on electrical work at the building before it collapsed on them, saying he was lucky to have been rescued. He informed that before visiting the collapsed building site at Nnewi, he joined the late Aniefuna to his house in Nimo, where Chizoba picked his 2 children that also died in the unfortunate incident.
And also my boss to see 0 to our number. I know one
Younger brother to the late Chizoba, Mr. Uchechukwu Aniefuna, who said his late brother was a trained electrical engineer, called on relevant authorities to expedite action on thorough investigation to unravel what actually happened and who should be held responsible for the death of his brother, aged 48, and sons, aged 13 and 11, alleging attempts to shield the actual culprits. Meanwhile, the Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Tochukwu Ikenga, said police has taken over the scene of the collapsed building and is working with relevant agencies to uncover what caused the collapse in order to take necessary actions in line with extant laws. Speaking when stakeholders of the Nigerian Institute of Building, NIOB, and its regulatory body, Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, COBON, visited the scene of the collapsed building, the Anambra State Chapter Chairman of NIOB, Mr. Kingsley Nweke, who regretted loss of lives and property, identified internal and external quackery as existing challenges in the build sector, and said that synergy among the 7 construction professionals and government intervention are needed to bring solution, thereby putting an end to cases of building collapse in the state.
Synergy is the pure answer, and recognizing each other's professional ethics and rules in the built environment. Because if we have and know our rules, our various rules, in fact, building collapse should have been cut by half.
On his part, a former president of NIOB, Mr. Kenneth Ndoka, called for the implementation of the provisions of the National Building Code, as well as increased advocacy and enlightenment to help people understand what to do to get their jobs done with safety and quality guaranteed.
Anybody who is conducting building operations or building development projects without engaging the proper professional that is supposed to do that work, which is the builder, then that person is a quack. One clarification is that the building industry and delivery of building projects has to do with teamwork.
In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.